Today's hearing at the ongoing Presidential Election Petition Tribunal started with the calling of witnesses by the PDP legal team. You don't want to miss the exchange between the witnesses and INEC lawyer. Tinubu's lawyer also cross-examined the witnesses on the 25% requirement in Abuja. Their exchange can be termed as the highest point so far at the ongoing Presidential Election Petition hearing. Before we hear this rib-cracking exchange between the two, let's see how the Labour Party legal team fared in court today. P2B's counsel entered the court with boxes of certified true copies of Form EC8As from Sokoto, Delta, Kogi, and other states in continuation of where they stopped last week. They're expected to round up the tendering of evidence this week, after which they will focus on calling all their witnesses. Now, let's see the full transcript of today's hearing. P2B in his usual manner represented himself and the Labour Party. Wole Olanipekun SAN represented Tinubu and Shetima. Fabemi SAN was there for APC and Mahmood SAN represented INEC. The Labour Party counsel started by asking the court for a validation on the application responses. The presiding judge asked him, did they file their responses in due time? He responded, just a few lines. The judge replied, it doesn't matter. They filed on time. Now the APC counsel stood up, as it is fast becoming the norm for the petitioners and regrettably so. This is another instance of disregard to the trial as to what is to be done on schedule of trial. This is not the first, second, or third time that we will come to court and we will be served schedule of petitioner's cover page late. Your Lordship, no explanation has been offered and it's time to apply due measure. Labour Party counsel responded, my lord, I apologize to our colleagues. The presiding judge, you are not taking their complaints serious, and that's not a good thing. I have apologized. It won't happen again, the Labour Party counsel responded. The judge told him, that's okay. INEC counsel was also in agreement. Labour Party counsel now asked the presiding judge, my lord, can we continue to the tendering of the evidence? The judge responded, how many schedules are there? This is our third schedule, he replied, to which the Honorable Justice Bello chipped in. No, this is your fourth schedule. As the court pleases, it's our fourth schedule. We will reflect on that, responded the Labour Party counsel. He also continued, I am presenting the documents for Ebonyi, my lord, with 13 LGAs. After calling the LGAs, the trio of INEC, Tinubu and APC counsels, in their usual manner expressed their objections to the admittance of certified true copies from Ebonyi State. The court ignored them anyway and admitted them in evidence. The court also admitted in evidence certified true copies of INEC Form EC8A from Nasarawa and Delta states tendered by the Labour Party counsel. A small argument came up when the Labour Party counsel wanted to tender CTCs from Kaduna State. The Labour Party counsel asked the presiding judge, my lord, may I go ahead to tender INEC certified true copies of 23 LGAs in Kaduna State? You have already tendered. Let the respondents state their opposition, replied the presiding judge. The Labour Party counsel insists, I have not tendered Kaduna, my lord. The judge disagreed. Kaduna has been tendered. The Labour Party counsel won't let go. We have not, my lord. After flipping some pages with his colleagues, the presiding judge finally told him to go ahead. And the LP counsel started calling the LGAs in Kaduna one by one. In his usual manner of cracking jokes, the presiding judge asked him, why are you calling the LGA like a white man? The Labour Party counsel replied, my lord, I am trying my best to pronounce them properly. After calling 23 LGAs in Kaduna State, the defense made their usual and boring objections. The presiding judge said, these documents are hereby admitted as evidence and tagged Exhibits PS1 to PS25. The LP counsel continued, I now move into my state, Imo State, and it's listed in page 28 to 36 of the schedule. I tender INEC certified Form EC8As of these 27 local government areas. As he was calling the LGAs in Imo State, he was pronouncing them with confidence, almost like he was shouting. This piqued the interest of the presiding judge, and he asked him, why are you shouting as if you're daring us to correct you? This judge. After calling Imo State, the duo of INEC and Tinubu's counsels expressed their objections, and let's hear what APC counsel said. We have over 26 bundles of huge envelopes here for just 7 local government areas. We state our objections and would give our opposition reasons in the final address. This isn't surprising. INEC suppressed Labour Party votes in Imo State. INEC officials did not bother to go to polling units in many areas, including entire local government areas in Imo State. Surprisingly, places where elections didn't hold, results were written and uploaded. We made a video about it and some TV stations covered it extensively. So when the lawful votes are counted, APC will lose the few thousand votes that they got in Imo State. Next is Ondo State. Another Labour Party council did the presentation, and while she was calling the LGAs in Ondo State, her lack of proper pronunciation caused the court to come under heavy laughter. The presiding judge came to her rescue saying, "We are not writing pronunciation, we are writing names, don't mind them." To which she expressed her appreciation. "Thank you, my lord, for protecting me." After calling 18 LGAs, she requested the court, "My lord, I want these documents marked as read, as all parties have read and accepted." It's like all these lawyers and judges have second jobs as comedians. The way they crack jokes and throw jabs at the same time. She knew that the defendants will object and she still pulled the stunt. Anyway, the judge asked her in bemusement, "Marked as read when they have not adopted?" She quickly apologized. "Oh, apologies, my lord. I was jumping the gun." As usual, they all raised their objections, which didn't matter as the court admitted the documents in evidence. After that, she went on to call 7 local government areas in Sokoto State. The APC council raised an objection. "My lord, the petitioners mentioned 7 local government areas and we have 10 bundles of envelopes." The LP council explained, "We also presented the voters' register. We have tendered only 7 local government areas for now, but that will not be all the evidence for this state, as 7 local government areas are the only ones presented to us by INEC for now. Thank you, Leonard Silk, for the brilliance." She still added this jab at the end. After Sokoto was admitted in evidence by the court, the Labour Party Council made a request. "My lord, let us now move to the popular confluence state." The presiding judge asked her, "What makes it popular?" She replied, "It takes us back to our history, my lord." The judge told her, "The confluence state will wait till you will give us 5 minutes to go and stretch our legs." Honorable Justice Bello also chipped in, "Give us 5 minutes. Let us use it to go and visit the confluence." It seems we will cut it here and see the funny cross-examination of Atiku's witness, because when the court comes back from recess, the Labour Party Council will finalize their evidence presentation. Now, let's see the transcript of the cross-examination of one of Atiku's witnesses by the INEC Council. "You will agree with me that Atiku scored 15% in FCT." "Yes," responded the witness. "So that means he cannot be made the president since he did not score 25% in FCT." Witness snaps back. "Even Tinubu did not score 25% and you made him president." The INEC Council is not done yet. He asked him again, "That is not my question. Atiku scored 15% in FCT, so why did you write in your testimony that he should be declared president?" Not to be swayed by the INEC Council, the witness said, "Even Tinubu did not score 25% in FCT. If they can declare him, then they can also declare Atiku as the president." This is true going by how INEC interpreted the law of 25% requirement in the Federal Capital Territory. That means that other persons can be declared winner, not just Tinubu. Mahmoud Yakubu, the INEC chairman, showed his partisanship by not respecting past Supreme Court judgment on the 25% requirement in Abuja. A neutral umpire would have obeyed a standing Supreme Court judgment. The judgment is supposed to serve as the standard and interpretation of the section, pending when the Supreme Court reverses itself. No, Mahmoud Yakubu had other plans. He interpreted a section of the Constitution to mean something else, despite a standing Supreme Court judgment on the same matter. Anyway, let's continue with the cross-examination of another PDP witness, this time by Tinubu's lawyer. It seems that Atiku is contesting Nasarawa State presidential election result. Labour Party won Nasarawa and they are saying in their petition that their votes were suppressed. that they won the state with a higher margin more than what INEC declared. It's not surprising because Labour Party won the polling unit of the APC national chairman in Nasarawa State. Let's hear what Tinubu's lawyer asked the witness. Will you admit that the result in Nasarawa State you're referring to, Labour Party came first with 191,361 votes, representing 35.40% of the total votes cast in Nasarawa State? The witness responded, the purported result. So it's a purported result. You want the court to invalidate the result in Nasarawa State? Asked Tinubu's lawyer. The witness replied, that is not what I said. What do you want the court to do? Tinubu's lawyer asked him again. No response from the witness, and Tinubu's lawyer continued asking if he wants the court to accept it. Now the witness responded, no. Tinubu's lawyer rephrased the question, so you don't want the court to accept it? The witness said yes. Tinubu's lawyer now asked him for more context. So you don't want the court to accept that Labour Party came first in Nasarawa State? The witness responded, Labour Party cannot come first in Nasarawa State. Tinubu's lawyer now asked him, so where is the authentic result of Nasarawa? Show us. Is it with you? The witness responded, no, it is with the national agent. Tinubu's lawyer responded, and that national agent is alive? Well, that I don't know, the witness said. Tinubu's lawyer now told him, what percentage of votes in FCT did Atiku score? If you don't know, tell the court you don't know. No one knows what Atiku and PDP have in mind, but because of time constraints, we will dissect and analyze this in another video. Thanks for watching.